Welcome.
Welcome to the Wexner Center for the Arts and to On Pause.
I'm Deja Redmond.
And I am Monique McChrystal. We are here as a Yoga Carriage at Replenish in partnership and cooperation with the Wexner Center for the Arts, who we've been in relationship with for 5 years now.
Yes.
5 beautiful years.
Life is a relationship, and we are grateful that you are present with us today.
So what is On Pause?
Yeah, what is On Pause?
What is On Pause? It's a space to invite presence wherever you are with whatever you have happening in your life in this moment in time that you are chiming in with us. Deja and I are in the gallery space in Gallery A with the work of Harold Mendez today. You may be at home, you may be mobile, you may be at work. Wherever you are, we invite you to connect in with deeper presence using art as our conduit of energy.
So why meditation and art, right? Like what comes up for you when we come into the gallery? What's here? What's here?
Inspiration. And I find that this world moves really fast, right? We're getting messages and data and things coming at us so quickly all day long that this particular offering invites me to slow down and receive inspiration in a more restorative way. So
I
what
love
about
that.
you?
So I'm taking that in because that resonates completely. For me, it's all about the abstract mind, right? I think our logic brain is inundated, again, with information and technology all day long with fixed images from social media or just fixed information of always having to know. This is where you can recondition, if you will, like of knowing it all and really engage the abstract mind. There's something really beautiful and powerful and artful about that.
Something about not having the answers or not even seeking the answers, but just really leaning into curiosity, which is so important for us, especially as adults navigating this world.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a seat?
Let's take
we
a
invite
seat.
you in. Come on and sit down with us. Harold Mendez. Symbolic offerings, sacred, holy is the whole vibe that I'm feeling. What about you?
Did you feel that when you first walked through the galleries for this work?
I did. It was something about the artifacts on the ground.
Yes.
It was something about one way to transform and 2 and 3. And I was like putting that together for myself. I was like, okay, we're here.
Preservation, sacred, and familial are the words that came to me when we first walked through the space and still resonate today. Your words as well. There's something about the spaciousness of this gallery and the way in which the artifacts, the pieces are held so beautifully.
Yeah. So I think before we drop in a little deeper, let's talk about what to bring to the museum. What do you bring to the museum? When you come to the museum, what happens? I think there's multiple pathways here.
Yes.
You can just bring yourself, your friends,
loved ones, headphones.
people that you want to sort of drop in and also be quiet with. I mean, I think that that's something to think about, right? Because when you're in front of the art, you may be drawn to something that someone else is not. And so allowing that space in between, the inhale and exhale in between each other is really important. I love to bring my journal.
I was just gonna say, we bring our journals a lot into this space.
Yeah, so tell me about your journal. Like, is this your favorite journal? Is this just for the museum?
This one is actually not my favorite. But it is one that called to me recently when I felt like I needed to start a new journal. I don't know that I have like a specific favorite, but I will start a new one in the middle of being in process with another, and that's what called to me with this one.
Yeah, like there's artifacts of everyday life, and I think that that's like everyday life art. So mine is my kids' composition notebook. I just grabbed one, and my little 2-year-old loves this one too, so she kind of works with me with the pages. So there's a lot of scribbles, and there's also notes of inspiration as we were walking the gallery space not too long ago. And so we're here. And so we just like to talk about that because the museum is a very beautiful, spacious place. And sometimes you just don't know, you know, it needs to be a conversation as to what do you do at the museum? How do you show up?
And so this work is really about that, is about activating the body of work that we're seated with today in this moment, also the museum itself, in just a different way, right? And so you may be joining us from home, from work, wherever you are in your day, and it's an invitation to pause and channel that inspiration differently, creatively, not seeking again the answers.
And engaging your whole self, right? In the moments of pause that we'll have today. Can we just breathe? Can you take a deep inhale through your nose, filling up? Really, really big. And then exhale out the mouth, relaxing the shoulders down your back, wherever you are. If you're walking, softening the body. If you're sitting, grounding into your seat. So we're going to walk you through, or actually journey through, a brief meditation, grounding meditation. Okay, it's going to be a cooperative experience with Monique and I, and so you can feel free to soften your gaze, and when you feel ready, go ahead and close off your eyes if it feels safe to do so.
The biggest thing to know in this experience is that it's not about perfection, it's about presence. And so there may be sound that you hear in the physical space that you are observing from in your present moment. There may be other humans passing through, maybe kids or coworkers, colleagues. We are here seated in the museum, and there's sound. There's sound today, right? We can hear the buzz of the cafe behind us. It's not about turning off all of those things that we oftentimes believe are distractions that keep us from engaging in a practice.
It's meditation for everyday life.
Yeah.
Life is a meditation.
Yes.
Slowing things down. So let's go ahead and journey forward. As you focus in on your natural breath, just notice the space around you. Notice any sound that you may hear. And we're inviting all of this in. Anything that we don't have control over, we're inviting it in. It's part of the practice. So again, just focusing in and softening the breath, building a relationship with the breath of this moment. Noticing if it's big, deep inhalations for you today, or gentle, soft, brief ones, and staying away from judgment. I'm going to close off my eyes here. I invite you to do the same if it feels safe to do so. We're just noticing the remnants from the morning, or the afternoon, or the evening. Wherever you are in space and time. And the time is always now. Asking yourself, how do you feel now, in this present moment? Noticing the shifting of your body, noticing any fidgety movements, and allowing and trusting that the body knows. Invite in gentle, sweet breath work here. As we massage away the debris, any stuck energy, any tension, exhale out the mouth. Notice if you're clenching your fingers, your toes, any space in the body, exhale out the mouth. And just like Mother Nature, we allow, we build trust. We accept what is and what isn't. Breathe in a really big here, inhale. All the way up to the crown. Hold it, pause. Pause here. Pause. Exhale out the mouth.
Harold's work invites us to come into closer observation with this concept of transformation. How we transform memory or story or found objects. How we transform ourselves. How we transform our world. So let's steady the breath in this space of presence that Deja has dropped us into. Allowing an even inhale in through the nose and exhale from the mouth. How do we know when we are in transformation? How do we know? And perhaps instead of seeking a specific answer today, in this moment, your present moment, you again just allow self to linger with the question. How do we know? How does it feel? What signals does the body communicate? How does your world shift around you? How do your habits or rituals change? Do you know when you are experiencing transformation? If we allow ourselves to truly drop in to how profound this idea, this action of presence is, we can find that we transform all the time, each day. When we walk a path, we have changed it. When we touch an object, we leave an imprint. When we speak words, they shift the vibration of space and time, of relationship. Even the words we speak to ourselves. If we allow ourselves to really acknowledge that transformation is within us and around us at all times. How special can this idea of presence become? Let's take a big exhale out the mouth. And an inhale to fill up to the crown of your head. Holding at the top if it feels safe. And a big exhale out, dropping the shoulders as you do. Relax the tongue from the roof of your mouth, unclench your teeth. And if your eyes are closed for this offering in this moment, we invite you to reopen, readjusting to the light, to your physical space.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you all out there from around the world. This space of being on pause is necessary in a very busy world. If you can think of one word after that meditation, what word comes to heart?
Magnetic. Which is interesting, kind of abstract.
Yeah.
What
Mine
about
was
you?
process, which is more logical.
Yeah.
And like, we switched roles. What's that one word for you today, right? Some inspiration for your day. You are your own inspiration for the day. Thank you for being on pause with us.
We send care, be well.
Be well.